Alright, here's my sign shop. I'm making a sign for Zinfandel Lane, St. Helena. It's an advanced warning sign. I designed it here on the computer program. There's all the lines that are laid out. And right now it's sent over to the plotter. Here's what the sign looks like on the computer laid out. And this is kind of like a program that the black lines there are showing what the cutter will cut. That's kind of what the sign will look like. There's two of them, one for each direction of the sign, left and right. And I send it out to my cutter over here. It's cutting out all the lines on it. It says Zinfandel St. Helena with an arrow so the tourists can find their way to St. Helena. It's a little project I'm doing on Silverado Trail, slowly moving down the trail, doing every crossroad with an advanced warning sign. Give people a little bit more time where the roads are. Just the impact of tourists coming in that are just lost, don't know where the roads are. Even with the GPS, help guide them along a little bit. That's kind of like phase one here. I'll show you the rest of the operation coming up. Alright, here we are. We're back for phase two of the operation. My newly redesigned sign shop. I've made a new table since my last video. I wanted to show everybody my new table. We have several new features. We added a I guess you call it a transfer tape dispenser. We have a patent on it, patent pending. It's patented here from the county. Nobody's allowed to use it without our special permission granted by the county of Napa. A little extra storage drawer for some of my little storage of vinyls. Anyways, back to the Zinfandel Lane, world famous Zinfandel Lane. People come from all over the world just to travel down Zinfandel Lane and to get to St. Helena. So there's a little arrow that's going to direct them to St. Helena. This will be the first panel. It's going to all be on one side. There'll be a little split down in the middle. And it's really easy. What I do is that the machine's already cut it, and I'll just lift the letters out. See how they just lift out? For the cutter did all the work. Then all I'm going to do is peel out all the letters, and then I'll adhere all these to a sign blank, which I haven't got to that step yet. I'll show you the next step involved in that. Alright, here we are. We're back live. Show you the next phase. I got to put it's sitting on plastic right now, the top piece, and it's got the adhesive is below it. What I want to do is transfer it over to some transfer tape. Now this is a design that we made here at the county to automatically transfer the tape onto there, because before, the old ways, we used to have to use it like a tape dispenser, pull out a little at a time, and you used to get wrinkles, and sometimes the signs wouldn't turn out. So we patented this idea. Well, we didn't really patent it. I guess you could call it a patent pending. Anyways, it's world famous. I get emails and requests from all over the world: New Zealand, Australia, People's Republic of China. Everybody wants to see the new transfer tape dispenser. It's revolutionized the sign making business. All I do is just simply roll out the adhesive. As you can see, it comes out the other end, automatically dispensed on it. Revolutionary. Nothing like it in the world. Well, I like to think of it as that way. Anyways, when it gets to the end, we'll just pull it off, and we'll cut it with the old cutter. There we go. One piece, all on. I'll show you the next phase after this, after I prep it and get it ready for the next phase. Alright, I'm back on the next phase. What I've done is I got a 42-inch by 18-inch blank piece of aluminum here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have to cover it with a white reflective material, which I keep the white, different colored reflective materials at the end of my table. I've got a couple more different sizes, various over here on this side. And right here what I have is I have that Zinfandel panel that I had, world famous Zinfandel Lane panel that I should note. So next time you guys are in the Napa Valley, please check out Zinfandel Lane. What I've done is I've cut out a piece of vinyl. See if I can get rid of some of that glare. There we go. And what I've done is I've cut it in two pieces so I can get the 42 by 18-inch sign there. As you can see, it's in two pieces. You have to be pretty good at cutting this stuff out. It's pretty expensive. One little slip with the knife could cost tens of dollars. Actually, what I do is I cut it down for smaller size signs. But what I'm going to do then is I'm going to take my blank aluminum and I'm going to roll out the adhesive sheet on it, and I'll show you the finished product when I'm done. Okay, here we are with the finished product. You can see it's white reflective. See if I can get my light off of it. It really shines back. There's the back of the sign. It'll just be plain aluminum. And then on the front, I had taken my roll of diamond grade reflective material. It should last about 15 years out there. And it's on the aluminum side. I went ahead and placed it on, trimmed the edges around to so it fits on the sign. I had to stop the camera while I was doing that. That some of this stuff is highly secret, and we don't want other people to find out about it. It's not really that secret, but it's kind of a little trade secret we have here. So next what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the finished stickers on top of the sign blank. I'll show you how that's done. Alright, I'm back now. I'm going to transfer my Zinfandel, world famous Zinfandel lane, let me stress, and the St. Helena. It's just a directional arrow to show people that Zinfandel lane will take you into St. Helena. You're probably wondering why that little gap is doing up here. What I'll do is later, once I peel off the adhesive tape, I'm going to install the Napa County, California logo. Those go on all of our street name signs now. It's a new project I've started. What I've done, the panel is a 18 by 42. The green panel is 1 inch smaller, so it'll be a 17 by 41, which will give me a 1/2 inch border all the way around. What I've done is I've made some little marks on here with the black grease pencil. I'm just going to wipe those little off. Those are just reference, so I know I got a 1/2 inch here, 1/2 inch here. So with the panel, it'll be a 1/2 inch border all the way around. So the green panel is actually 1 inch smaller than the white panel. What's going to happen is the green is going to shine through, and the white will really shine through. So at night you'll get the headlights. You can already see some of the white shining through. That's not, that's open. That's not exposed from the light from my camera. What I'm going to do is a lot of different agencies and companies, they'll put a spray on there. It's called Rapid Tack, and they'll try to put it on so they can move the decal around, and then they have to use a little, I call them the little blue thingies, these little squeegees, and squeegee out all the water. Which I do is it was a little bit harder to learn, but I had somebody show me how to put them on without using any liquid, and I have a lot better results. I'm going to mount my camera on the bottom. What I do is I always try to roll from the very middle. That's where the tightest place is going to be, and it's going to give me the best bang for my buck, I guess you'd say. What I'm going to do is I'm going to peel this off. Remember the transfer tape? I showed you how we use my transfer tape dispenser up above. I'm going to peel that off, and it's going to expose that green below. Now that green, once I expose that, it is really sticky, and it'll stick to just about anything, so you've got to be really careful. Sometimes when you peel it off, you've got to peel it a little bit slow so you don't peel some of the other letters off. But looks like we got a good peel on that one. I'm going to trim off some of the black, or the back of the plastic. What I'll do is I'll tuck this under. And I'll make sure I keep this really tight when I roll it. What I'm going to do is roll it on, and rubber roller is going to squeegee it on really tight, press it on really tight, I should say. And it should eliminate any air bubbles or voids that I have. Go back the other way. Excuse me, it could get loud for a second. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to peel it back, grab the lip that I had already tucked under so I can grab it easier. Pull the adhesive, expose the adhesive, pull the plastic off. And usually you want to take your time on this phase here, because this is where all your mistakes could come from, especially if that piece of vinyl gets away from you and it touches something, it'll stick, and then it's all over with. These will never be able to be peeled back off once they're on the sign blanks. What you do is just keep a little pressure, roll it nice and slow. Move my camera back a little bit. Okay, it looks like we got a good roll on that one. I'm going to roll it a couple more times and get make sure all the air bubbles are out. So excuse the noise; it could get loud. And that looks pretty good. Okay, what I got is I've got the sign now. What I'm going to start doing is I'll have to peel the adhesive off. See, I have the transfer tape on the bottom. When I start to peel the transfer tape off, that's another phase. You got to go pretty slow so you don't mess anything up. So what I'll do is I just always start from one corner and to peel it slow. I want to make sure I don't pull up. The adhesive is still going to set up. Once it sets up for about 24 hours on the sign blank, it's a done deal. Right now it's really sticky and it would be hard to get up, but you give it 24 hours and it's virtually impossible to peel up. What I do, this sign should last about 15 years, and what I'll do is when the signs come in and the field, after they've been out there for a while, I send them back to a company who strips them back down for me, so we recycle everything. Here are all the signs. Pulling this adhesive off. All right, that turned out pretty good. We have a nice Zinfandel Lane. It really shines back. You can see the light from my camera is really reflecting off of it. I'm going to see if I. All right. Back here again. I turned that light off. It was just reflecting too much. As you can see now, I have my Zinfandel Lane, St. Lena. So when you're coming up Silverado Trail towards the world famous Zinfandel Lane, you're going to see the sign that's going to tell you, oh, St. Lena is going to be off to my right, Zinfandel Lane. You see the little space there I was telling you about? I've got the little logo that I'm going to put in. So I'm going to stop my camera for a minute. I'm going to put that logo in, then I'll show you the completed sign. All right, there we go. There's my completed sign. Zinfandel Lane, St. Helena. It's an advanced warning sign, and it's going to guide people where Zinfandel Lane is and how to get to St. Helena. Manufacture all the traffic signs here. I do for the county of Napa. A lot of the guys, they don't like to do this because it involves computers. You know, they're just like they look at a computer. Some of them can't hardly use the setting on a toaster to lighten and darken their toast. But, you know, that's not a dig on them. I mean, I can't operate machinery. Some of those guys are excellent machine operators, backhoes, graders, and all that stuff, which I can't do. So I found my own little niche here at the county, and I just make the traffic signs. So I got about 6,500 signs to 7,000 that I have to maintain. And if it wasn't for stupid people, I probably wouldn't have a job. Anyways, that's what's involved in the traffic sign manufacturing here at the county. And this new table has really made it easy. I posted a video earlier on when my shop was just kind of like in the Stone Age days, but I got together with a couple different agencies and got some ideas from them and kind of came up with my own hybrid, and some of them were pretty impressed. They came up and saw my operation so they can kind of tweak theirs a little bit, how I do things. Alrighty, thank you for watching. Alrighty, alright, I hope you enjoyed watching how I make the traffic signs. I'll give you a quick little tour of my new design shop here. This was an old, used to be an old office. I'm out in this old tin building out in the county yard here. I'll show you, that's a Napa County sign shop. And I do have an air conditioner unit up there that runs just about every day that I'm in here. There's my plotter. A little table here, storage, where I keep most of my sign blanks. I get a company called Zap who takes off the old sign places and ready for me to recover depending on the type of sign that I need to make. Some various tools, little refrigerator. I got to have some music, microwave. Keep all my work orders, my projects I'm working on. Little in bell. Always like people to ring the bell when they come in so they don't scare me. Here's kind of my office here. Some old vintage signs that I have up here. These are really old signs. Made a clock out of this old stop sign that I had. There's the visual communication technician. I like to think that is more me instead of the SignMan. Just kind of sounds. This is kind kind of a thing here I got here. People always come in, always tell me you want it when. And this is the shop in here. We redesigned the table, a lot of extra storage and everything. Got some more aluminum blanks over here. Got some old shelves out of some of the old county buildings where I can store some supplies. That's kind of like a little one-man operation here. I take care of everything myself. I don't get much help other than just digging a couple holes once in a while to install the signs. But worked out pretty well in here. I like it. Keeps me out of trouble. Alrighty, thanks for watching my video.